Hi, I am Karthik and Rannan. I am the president of the Wall Street Club of BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus. Yes, so the collaboration with XLR was an excellent one. We conducted a Power BI workshop with Advanced Excel over a span of 3 days. The workshop was almost 12 hours long in total. Mr. Karthik, who was an amazing trainer, helped the students understand the concepts deeply. I am sure that the students will be able to apply these concepts in their careers as well as their daily lives while they try to navigate the world of finance. I am happy that we will be able to close this workshop successfully on a very good note.
Hi, I am Raghunendra Singh and I am the Technical Director of the Wall Street Club at BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus. It was a great amazing conducting this workshop with XLR. The trainer, Mr. Karthik, was an excellent person where he explained in very detailed manner on how to give great insights using very complex data sets, which was very helpful for the people who are interested in the field of finance, business or analytics in general. Thank you.
I attended a workshop conducted by CSA and ACM in collaboration with XLR. So it was a machine learning workshop. We learned a lot from the course and it was a great experience attending the workshop.
The trainer was very helpful. He had a hands-on approach with his teaching and it was fabulous.
This was a great experience for me. So I would absolutely love it if XLR and its team would come again to our campus and conduct more events like this.
The journey was great. Initially, I thought that I was not proficient enough in Excel, but later I came to know there was no prerequisites for it, and then I applied for it, and it was a great course, and it started from basics and took me to a great extent.
Good evening, myself Kavya Ganatra. I am from Computer Science Association. I was the POC for this ML workshop conducted by CSA and ACM in collaboration with XLR. The experience of the workshop was really nice. The feedback from all the students was positive. They understood the concept. The workshop was also practical based with some questions. The experience with XLR was very smooth. They helped us in conducting the workshop smoothly right from the booking of the vendor and deciding the course till the distribution of certificates. In overall, this workshop was a success during our Technical Fest Atmos, and I thank XLR for being a part of it. Thank you.
Hi, I am Karthik and Rannan. I am the president of the Wall Street Club of BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus. Yes, so the collaboration with XLR was an excellent one. We conducted a Power BI workshop with Advanced Excel over a span of 3 days. The workshop was almost 12 hours long in total. Mr. Karthik, who was an amazing trainer, helped the students understand the concepts deeply. I am sure that the students will be able to apply these concepts in their careers as well as their daily lives while they try to navigate the world of finance. I am happy that we will be able to close this workshop successfully on a very good note.
Hi, I am Raghunendra Singh and I am the Technical Director of the Wall Street Club at Pilani, Hyderabad campus. It was a great amazing conducting this workshop with XLR. The trainer, Mr. Karthik, was an excellent person where he explained in very detailed manner on how to give great insights using very complex data sets, which was very helpful for the people who are interested in the field of finance, business or analytics in general. Thank you.
I attended a workshop conducted by CSA and ACM in collaboration with XLR. So it was a machine learning workshop. We learned a lot from the course and it was a great experience attending the workshop.
The trainer was very helpful. He had a hands-on approach with his teaching and it was fabulous.
This was a great experience for me, so I would absolutely love it if XLR and its team would come again to our campus and conduct more events like this.
The journey was great. Initially, I thought that I was not proficient enough in Excel, but later I came to know there was no prerequisites for it, and then I applied for it, and it was a great course, and it started from basics and took me to a great extent.
Good evening, myself Kavya Ganatra. I am from Computer Science Association. I was the POC for this ML workshop conducted by CSA and ACM in collaboration with XLR. The experience of the workshop was really nice. The feedback from all the students was positive. They understood the concept. The workshop was also practical based with some questions. The experience with XLR was very smooth. They helped us in conducting the workshop smoothly right from the booking of the vendor and deciding the course till the distribution of certificates. In overall, this workshop was a success during our Technical Fest Atmos, and I thank XLR for being a part of it. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining the session today. So, let's first of all, talk about what we learned in our previous lecture. We talked about public keys, private keys. We talked about cryptography algorithms used in blockchain, which is asymmetric key cryptography, where a private key is used for decryption and a public key is used for encryption of the data. So, continuing to the topics, we'll be talking about. Okay, so how to get a data set of a particular coin. So you can get a data set of a particular coin by, let me show you my screen. Just a minute, just a minute. My PC is glitching a bit. Okay, I think we can share it now. Yeah. So you can get a data set of any coin by going to the coinmarketcap.com or coingecko.com, which we earlier explored. So you can get the data sets or the smart contract address or the ABI bytecodes, which we have not discussed yet, but we will. Uh, is my complete screen visible or just this tab visible? Let me just check. Yeah, the complete screen is visible now. Okay, so coin market cap. So here you can find the network information, chain explorer, so blockchain info. So every latest transactions, every latest blogs, every kind of information about this coin is available on the blockchain system network. So every kind of information you need, uh, let's say Ethereum, Ethereum, wait, Litecoin. So yeah, there is the history chart, there is the market info chart, the algorithm used by it, and the genesis block date when the first block was added in the blockchain itself, and you can also explore website. You can go to the website, or you can also go to the GitHub project of the Litecoin itself. So you can directly go to the code and download the zip file, or you can import the dependencies. So we'll be talking about that later in the last session. This will make things complicated. So let us first go on through the cryptography, which we talked about, like the security in blockchain, the asymmetric key cryptography. And now today's topics are. So our today's topics will be consensus protocols mainly, because every blockchain network needs a consensus protocol, and we'll be talking about Ethereum improvement proposals. So all the upgrades that happened over the years in Ethereum. We'll be talking about tokenization of assets. What is the tokenization of assets? This is used. This will be a revolutionary thing for the financial uh, management system. Also, the real world use cases, and we'll be talking about some common blockchain attacks and hacks. Because blockchain is also prone to some hacks and attacks, just like I told you previously, that uh, uh, the consensus protocols, depending on the which consensus protocol you are using. We were talking about proof of work earlier. So in that, the 51% attack, if you can gain the physical amount of nodes, physically you can access them, 51% of the nodes, you can easily hack into or damage the blockchain network, or take out the liquidity, or do some major damage. So what are consensus? We already talked about it. Blockchain consensus protocols are essential mechanisms that help maintain the integrity and security of a blockchain network. Here is a simplified explanation of almost all consensus protocols. So some of the consensus protocols are used in public blockchain. We'll be talking about that only right now, but I will be also explaining you the consensus protocols used by private blockchain, so that the topic is properly covered. So let us jump on to the first one, which we have already talked about, proof of work. Bitcoin and Ethereum was initially using proof of work. Proof of work consensus protocol coins can be mined. The biggest feature is that uh, you can mine these coins by providing your computational power. So miners, how it works? Miners solve complex mathematical puzzles using computational power. So how do they solve it? By just running a script, or using a ASIC miner, or providing more graphical power to the system on network. So, to make it more simplified, it's like a race where the fastest computer to solve a puzzle gets to add a new block to the blockchain and earn rewards. So, better the hashing power, better your computational power, you are most likely to earn more profits on it. So this is all about a race for paying for the gas fees. So if you provide your computational power, and you provide your computational power for the transactions to go on. So there is a race between them, and the fastest computer, or the computer with the hashing power, will win, and he will uh, add a new block, and that new block gets hashed, and the gas fees is paid to the miner for rewards. So proof of stake. So we also talked about proof of stake. It is now being used by Ethereum as well. It is used by Cardano. It is used by PancakeSwap. So any coin or any token that can be staked to earn rewards are mostly based on proof of stake consensus protocol. So this is mostly for banking and finance. Also, proof of stake, Ethereum statement was because for the reason they stated for shifting from proof of work to proof of stake was that you when mining you use a lot of computational power which uses a lot of electricity and you uh, create a lot of carbon footprint. So that's a problem as well. So it made it hybrid. Ethereum made it hybrid. So it works on a uh, hybrid model called Casper. So how it works? Validators are chosen to create new blocks based on the number of coins they hold and are willing to stake or lock up as security. So what this means is this is basically a consensus protocol for the wealthy people so that they can invest in those coins, hold them for long term, and earn rewards. So staking is just like bank FDs. So you can choose a term as well. For you can lock it for 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year, and depending on that, you will get a APR on that, which is the interest rate. So simplified, like a lottery where your chances of winning increase with the number of lottery tickets stake you hold. So simple, uh, the number of coins you hold, the more rewards you will be getting. So, for example, I showed you the pancake swap. I'll show that to you again. So farming, pooling, everything, this is all a part of staking. So you can just take your pancake, its own currency. This is cake, and you can add it to the liquidity pool and earn 92% rewards yearly, not monthly. But it's still great. Now, delegated proof of stake. It is used by EOS and Tron. They both have their own blockchain network. And how it works, stakeholders vote for a small number of delegates who then validate transactions and create blocks. So stakeholders will vote for a small number of delegates and then the transactions will be processed. And it is very simple. It is like electing a few representatives to manage the blockchain on behalf of all the coin holders. So you basically vote on and decide a few people who will be managing the transactions. But this doesn't make it decentralized because some people are the representatives. Now, proof of authority, where is it used? It is used in VeChain, Binance Coin. From the name itself, you can assume what it does. Uh, it just transactions and blocks are validated by approved accounts known as validators. So these transactions and blocks are just verified and uh, It means it is used only for the verification purposes and the integration for digital signatures, those kinds of things. Simplified, it's like having a group of known trusted librarians who are responsible for organizing a library's new book editions. So it is just like that. You are adding new things in a more systematic way. That's it. I'll be going a little fast today because I have a lot of more topics to cover. Um, and I hope we can cover all the topics today in this lecture itself. So proof of space or proof of capacity, it is used by Chia coin, and how it works, it uses the available disk space on the miner's computer to decide mining rights. Okay, so what it does is it uses your disk space for mining. It gives you it is basically also used by websites these days. They actually integrate this proof of space into their website, and they start mining on uh, the the traffic which is generated on their website. So they mine cryptocurrencies using their disk space or their computational power when they visit their website. So it can also be done. So the more empty space on your computer's hard drive, the more chances you have to add blocks to the blockchain. So more there is disk space, you will get more mining rewards for this. Now proof of burn, as the name suggests, it burns some amount of cryptocurrency. So we know that if we don't know that, we'll confirm it. So we all know that there is a maximum supply for every coin. Not for every coin. Obviously, Ethereum has infinite number of coins. They have a mint function added in their smart contract, so they can create new tokens. But there is no mint function in Bitcoin, and yeah. So we know that there is a total number of maximum supply. So I told you earlier, I informed you about the price of the cryptocurrency. So what is the formula? Formula for calculating the price of the cryptocurrency is the market cap divided by circulating supply. So if this circulating supply starts decreasing, what will happen? The price will increase. So these are basically called hyperdeflationary tokens. And so yeah, proof of burn is used in hyperdeflationary tokens, and if they do not have a mint function, then that is very good. But even if they do have a mint function, then probably they might be using proof of stake as well to provide rewards, because there is no other way to provide rewards without adding the mint function. So how it works? Miners burn or permanently destroy some of their cryptocurrency to gain the right to mine new blocks. Simplified, it is like showing commitment by burning your own money, and in return you get a chance to be a miner. Now, proof of elapsed time. This is used by Hyperledger Sawtooth. So it is a component of Hyperledger Fabric. Uh, how it works? Each participant in the network waits a random amount of time and the first one to complete their waiting time gets to create the new block. So it's all about waiting in the line, and as soon as you get your chance, you wait for uh, exact time, whatever the time is decided in the blockchain. Like for example, 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 5 seconds or 2 seconds. It can be anything. So as soon as you the wait for the entire duration of the 2 minutes or 5 minutes or 5 seconds, you are then allowed to add a new block in the blockchain. That is, adding a new block means hashing a new block, and hashing a new block means adding new information. Simplified, like a game where everyone sets a random timer and whoever's timers goes off first wins the right to add the next block. So that's it. Now, delegated Byzantine fault tolerance. So this is used by Neocoin. Neocoin is developed by China. Chinese people are developing these uh, mm, great projects on blockchain as well. So how it works? This actually solves a node problem issue uh, by uh, like if some of the nodes fail, it will switch off those maliciously acting nodes, and it will actually keep the blockchain running. And this is mostly used for security measure. So it is very good, and it is not susceptible to that 51% consensus attack. So a selected group of nodes called delegates achieve consensus through a voting process. It can tolerate up to one third of nodes failing or acting maliciously without affecting the network's integrity. So this is added as a extra layer of security. Simplified, imagine a council where members vote on discussions, and as long as the majority are honest, the decision is valid, even if some members are unreliable or dishonest. I hope this is clear. Now, practical Byzantine fault tolerance. So it is also used by Hyperledger Fabric. The component is Stellar. How it works? This is used in private permission blockchain. How it works? Nodes use an iterative process to reach consensus even in the presence of some faulty nodes. So this is also a security measure used in most of the supply chains or vaccine tracking, medical record tracking, mostly supply management kinds of projects, garbage disposal. So this is achieved through a series of message exchanges where nodes confirm the information's authenticity. Simplified, think of a group working together where everyone double checks and confirms each other's work to ensure accuracy, even if a few members are making mistakes or lying. So what it does is it will even work correctly in presence of some faulty nodes. This is the most important thing to remember about PBFT. Istanbul Byzantine fault tolerance. It is used by some Ethereum private networks. Ethereum private networks are some of the Ethereum's, sorry, these private networks are developed by us as developers, and we use these private networks to achieve a different kind of uh, blockchain infrastructure, you can say. So how it works, similar to PBFT but tailored for Ethereum network. So it is actually the same as DBFT, but it is tailored for Ethereum network. So it ensures that the blocks are finalized, no forks. That means the blockchain is not divided, and the system continues to operate even if some nodes fail or act maliciously. So again, this is for node failure or node acting maliciously, or sometimes if someone can get access to most of the nodes, you can still run your network by switching off those nodes completely. So simplified, it's like a specialized version of PBFT for specific communities, ensuring agreement and finality in decisions, even with some bad actors. Now, proof of history, it is used by Solana. How it works? Proof of history is a way to prove that events or transactions occurred at a specific moment in time. This is done by cryptographically recording the sequence of events, creating a historical record that proves the time and order of events. So, what do we see here? We will see all the historical moment of that blockchain system. So we will see all about the events, the timestamps, the when the transactions happened, which nodes were verifying those transactions. So everything about the history, and based on those events, new block is added. So in a simplified term, think of it as a notary system that stamps each transaction with unique time, proving when it happened in relation to other transactions. Now, proof of importance, it is used by NEM. NEM is also another coin and a blockchain network. How it works, it is similar to proof of stake, but also takes into account the user's overall contribution to the network. This includes how many coins they hold, how often they transact, and who they transact with. So, in addition to proof of stake, it takes into account the overall contribution. So, it includes how much you sell, how much you buy, how much you transact with it, and how much you send it to different people. So using this, actually, not staking, you can stake your cryptocurrencies, but even using the blockchain network will reward you. In a simplified term, like a credit score that only considers how much money you have, but also you have to use it and your relationship in the network. So it will work like a credit score where it will not just see your bank account, it will also see how you are spending your money. Now, proof of reputation. This is not adopted by any major project yet. How it works in proof of reputation, the reputation of network participants is used as a key factor in choosing who gets to validate transactions. A participant's reputation is built based on their past actions and contributions to the network. So, so it also works like proof of history, but in a different way uh, where the participants will choose who gets to validate the transactions, like the delegated proof of stake. It is similar to the delegated proof of stake, where you validate it. And in simplified terms, think of a community where the most trusted members, based on their past good actions, get to make important decisions. Each of these protocols aims to achieve consensus in a blockchain network in various ways considering factors like speed, security, energy efficiency, and resistance to different types of faults or attacks. This diversity allows for different blockchain applications and use cases to choose the protocol that best suits their needs. So with this, I hope you are clear about all the consensus protocols. Main consensus protocols are which are mainly used and which are most popular: proof of work, proof of stake, DPoS, proof of authority is also important. This is used by uh, this is not majorly used by people right now, but yeah, some people use it for websites or to mine for the mine using their SSDs or hard disks. Now, proof of burn is important because if we want to create a hyperdeflationary token, we need a proof of burn. If you are not familiar with the term hyperdeflationary, I can clear the concept of inflation and deflation. I'm sure you must be aware of it. So the coins which have unlimited supply and which can be minted are hyperinflationary tokens because they'll be adding more and more coins to the network, and it will be uh, detrimental to the price if no more investors are there for that particular cryptocurrency. So proof of elapsed time. Yeah, this is majorly used in supply chains. Yeah, DBFT is for security. Yeah. Now let's talk about blockchain EIP or Ethereum improvement proposals. So we'll be talking about what were the Ethereum improvement proposals and how they were the Ethereum blockchain improved over the time. So, blockchain EIP or Ethereum Improvement Proposal refers to the standards for Ethereum platform, including core protocol specifications, client APIs, and contract standards. EIPs are a crucial part of the Ethereum's development process, allowing for a democratic and organized way of introducing changes. So, Ethereum's owner is the creator and founder is Vitalik Buterin. So, as we blockchain enthusiasts aim for the uh, decentralized community, we want everything to be decentralized. We want everyone to be democratic in the network. So they are also pushing the same agenda because the most beautiful feature of the blockchain technology is decentralization. If it is not there, most probably that is a scammy project, fraud project. So when it comes to security, various EIPs have been proposed and implemented to enhance the security features. So first one was the smart contract security. So this one included improvements in functionality, also reducing vulnerabilities like re-entrancy attacks, overflow, underflow errors, and more. Then security features might include better programming practices, enhanced solidity language features, or new security related opcodes. Network security. Then again, EIPs can introduce changes to the Ethereum networking protocol to prevent attacks like DDoS, distributed denial of service. You must have heard about DDoS attacks. They happen all the time. Enhancements could involve how nodes communicate, validate transactions, and propagate blocks, ensuring robust defense mechanisms against malicious activities. So there was a consensus rule change as well. So some EIPs propose changes to the consensus rules, which can directly impact security. For example, transitioning from proof of work to proof of stake has significant security implications. Proof of stake, as introduced in Ethereum 2.0, which was last year, probably in September. Yeah, it was the 15th September, I think, uh, when the Ethereum merge was announced and ETH 2.0 was introduced, and reduces the risk of 51% attack and lowers the energy requirement, indirectly contributing to network stability and security. Then there were protocol upgrades as well. So protocol upgrades involve enhancement of security measures, just like we talked about the consensus protocols that provides us with the enhanced security measures. These updates might address specific vulnerabilities that have been identified or introduce new features that make the network more resilient to the attacks. Upgrades can include changes in cryptographic methods, data structures, or transaction validation processes. So, privacy enhancement, while not directly security features, privacy enhancement contribute to overall security. EIPs may propose way to improve transaction privacy, making it harder for malicious actors to track and exploit transaction patterns. Techniques like zero knowledge proofs, which we talked in the previous session, can be part of these proposals, allowing for transaction validation without revealing the sensitive information. Now, gas cost and limits. As you are new to the blockchain community, earlier, what used to happen was the gas fees on Ethereum network was so high that sending money was actually sending small amount of money was very tough or was very loss making thing, because it was somewhere like $80, and even for NFT listings it was for $80. It has now been improved, it has been optimized much more. EIPs often adjust gas costs and limits for certain operations to prevent spam transactions and resource wastage, indirectly enhancing network security. By fine-tuning these parameters, Ethereum can mitigate risks such as network congestion and excessive computation, which can be exploited for DDoS attacks. So standardization practices, what are the standardization practices? They serve to standardize best practices across the Ethereum ecosystem. This includes secure coding practices, standard contract templates, common protocols for token creation and exchange. Standardization helps in reducing the surface for security vulnerabilities, uh, as developers follow a common vetted path for their implementations. So, yeah, there are a lot of project templates, and these templates are there for us to help, because this removes that problem of reinventing the wheel again. We can simply focus on building the car. Formal verification and auditing. Some EIPs may emphasize with the importance of formal verification and auditing of smart contracts. This can include recommendation for tools, methodologies to ensure contracts are secure before deployment. So there is also a third-party service which is a smart contract auditing company. I'll show that to you as well. So this is a third party service which acts as a smart contract auditing company. You can also use their test networks. You can also use penetration testing, or you can use your blockchain in a test net in a simulation environment. So the kind of projects they have audited are Apple, Line, Ripple, Swiss, Saturn, Samsung. Uh, all of these are Certic leaderboards. So these security scores determine how safe these projects are. Most of the time, people wait for the Certic audit report before investing in a project. We can also test our projects in our test run environment in the compiler itself. We'll do that in the final session, the day after tomorrow session. So EIPs are a vital part of Ethereum's evolution, offering structured way to enhance and secure the ecosystem by continuously addressing security challenges and adapting to new threats. So these EIPs are continuously proposed, and even now they are being proposed to improve Ethereum's blockchain. That removes new threats, or if there you you hear about a new kind of attack or a new kind of problem or nodes failure, so they will work on it. So these are different kinds of EIPs which were introduced in the Ethereum. This was the first EIP for fee market change in the Ethereum 1. Proposal was they wanted to introduce a new transaction pricing mechanism to make Ethereum's fees more predictable and the network more user friendly. Because I told you that the gas fees was very high in the Ethereum network, and I never used to transact in Ethereum. Like, I used to buy and sell Ethereum, but I never used it for listing an NFT or sending Ethereum to another person, because it will cost you a lot of gas fees, and there are other options, layer 2 options available, which uses less gas fees, and their network is faster as well. So it was very slow. The network was very slow at that time, and the network clogging up uh, increased the gas fee. So now Ethereum's fees was more predictable, and network was more user friendly. It included a base fee per block, which is burned, and an optional tip to the miners. So now what we Ethereum did was they added a base fee per block. So there was a base price that was that you have to provide for the transaction to happen, and you can which will be burned, and you also have an option to tip the miners. Why is there an option to tip the miners? There is an option to tip the miners because if you tip more money, you are more likely to, your transaction is more likely to go through and it will not fail. In the blockchain world, let me clear one thing. If your transaction fails, your gas fees will still be charged. So that is why we have to make sure that you pay more fees instead of paying less fees. Otherwise, you will have to pay that fees again to make the transaction successful. So impact was significantly changed how transaction fees are calculated and has implications for Ethereum's economic policy by reducing the overall supply of Ethereum over time. So it is burning a lot of Ethereum over time as well, but new Ethereum is mined over the time as well. That is why the supply limit is infinity. But Ethereum news says that they are burning right now, if not more, they are burning almost the same amount as the amount is being new amount of coins are being minted or mined. So this EIP20, ERC20 token standard, this was the Ethereum's proposal. This allowed us to create fungible tokens, established a standard for fungible tokens, defining a common list of rules that all Ethereum tokens must adhere to. This included how tokens are transferred, how transactions are approved, how users can access data about a token, and the total supply of tokens. So this proposal made that the all the developer community has to adhere to a set of laws where the the tokens are transferred, how transactions are improved, and how you can access about a token. These things are standardized for everyone, and you can easily import an ERC token from Open Zeppelin library or GitHub, and then add new features to it. Impact became the foundation for the vast majority of tokens issued on the Ethereum platform and is instrumental in the ICO boom. So what is ICO? Initial coin offering. Just like IPOs, initial public offering for the stocks, we have ICOs for cryptocurrencies. Initial coin offering. We offer coins in the initial phase at a very lower price so that we can get investment. And the early investors will be also getting a lot of profit from it, because the price will rise as more people buy that later. Now, EIP 721, we talked about this standard. This is ERC 721, non-fungible token standard. This was for NFTs. The most popular marketplaces are OpenSea and Rarible. Purpose: defined a standard interface for non-fungible tokens, allowing them to be unique and distinguishable. So, what are non-fungible tokens? Non-fungible tokens are basically tokens which cannot be doubled. So, they are unique and distinguishable. This standard allows for the tokenization of individual assets like artwork, collectibles, real estate on the blockchain. Impact paved the way for a surge in blockchain-based digital collectibles and played a critical role in NFT. So, what we will be talking about the tokenization of assets, which is our topic, but this was the major revolution that brought in these features and allowing us to develop projects on such real life use cases. Then this was EIP 2612. This was proposed. This was actually proposed for 712 signed approvals. They actually just added another layer of a secure kind of security, a method for users to give ERC token approval to spend tokens via a signature. So they can spend the tokens via digital signature instead of an Ethereum transaction. This reduces the transaction fees and improves user experience. So instead of clogging up the Ethereum's network, that transaction network, blockchain explorer, transaction timestamps, uh, users can easily approve to like swap tokens via a digital signature. So this actually helped us reduce a lot of gas fees, and experience was obviously improved because the gas fees was less and people can more deal in Ethereum now. Impact streamlined users' interaction with smart contracts, especially in decentralized finance applications, by reducing the need for multiple transactions. So it basically helps in the DeFi space, and DeFi is basically uh, what I support, because decentralized finance uh, will revolutionize all the banking systems. You will be not you will not be charged with heavy transaction fees and all of that. The transactions will be faster, the security will be maintained, and all of that. Now, this EIP was introduced for Diamond Standard. This is called Diamond Standard. Purpose was a standard for organizing and building large and complex smart contracts on Ethereum. It allows a smart contract to access functions, variables, and libraries from other contracts. Now, after this Diamond Standard, we were able to inherit dependencies or features from other smart contracts. So we can invoke and inherit other multiple smart contract features, and also add our piece of code and make a new project. So uh, uh, it makes it more developer friendly. So impact was, it was more developer friendly, and scalability in developing smart contracts. Now, 1155, this is a multi-token standard. Now, this is a semi-fungible token. So there are three types of token. We already know that there are fungible tokens, which are normal cryptocurrencies. There are non-fungible tokens, which are NFTs, such as digital art. Now these are semi-fungible tokens. So purpose, a standard that enables a single contract to manage multiple token types, including fungible, non-fungible, and other configurations. So the purpose is that if you want to integrate it with NFTs, it will go with it as well. If you want to integrate it with cryptocurrencies, it will go with that as well. Yeah, I saw a hand raising. Okay. So yeah. So its purpose is to use multiple integrations in dApps, dApps that involves NFTs as well and cryptocurrency tokens as well. So it will process both kinds of smart contracts. So this was another major upgrade, which was upgrade consensus to proof of stake. So we already talked about it. Let's not waste any more time on this. It aims to improve the network scalability, security, and sustainability by changing the fundamental consensus mechanism. So their reason was that to make it more environmental friendly and to make it more scalable, they shifted it to proof of stake. But proof of stake is actually to make the rich more richer. So if you have the more tokens, you will definitely be getting more rewards. It aims to improve the network scalability, security, and sustainability by changing the fundamental consensus mechanism. These EIPs demonstrate Ethereum's continuous evolution and the community's efforts. So you can see how Ethereum is continuously evolving and changing itself, using new technologies, adding new features, adding new benefits, providing a developer friendly platform. It is now very easy to develop smart contracts as compared to a few years back, because the inheritance feature or importing the smart contract feature was not available at that time. Now let's get on to the tokenization of assets. Now this is a very important topic, and the future will be changed by this tokenization of assets by blockchain technology, because in real life scenario we face a lot of problems, problems such as, for example, let us take properties for an example. Let's say you want to sell a property right now. You need money right now and you want to sell your property. You have a property worth 1 CR, a flat, or any kind of property, a farming land, or any kind of property. The value is 1 CR, let's say. In a hypothetical situation, what you will do is, you will approach property dealers, and then you will have to pay commissions on that, and you will wait for a better deal. Uh, and when you are needy, people take advantage of that, and they will also try to negotiate the price down. Even if the market price is 1 CR, they will try to negotiate it on 90 lakhs. You know what I'm talking about. These things happen. So, tokenization of assets is going to solve all these issues. It will actually, you can tokenize any kind of assets. It can be property, it can be gold, it can be jewelry, it can be any kind of valuable, it can be an expensive laptop, an expensive mobile phone. You can tokenize any kind of asset. There have been projects, I've seen projects which are even offering loans on tokenizing your assets, such as your home furniture, your dining tables. So you can even take loans on that, and you they won't be taking away your dining table if you do not pay the EMI on time. So what generally happens is, in the banking process, let us first understand the banking process. Uh, you take a loan, right? You take a loan, you pay interest rate on it, and say, for example, you take a loan for 10 years, and whatever the interest rate is, that doesn't matter. Uh, you take a loan for 10 years, and you have been consistently paying for 7 years now. But after 7 years, you faced a problem. You faced a financial crisis, or anything can happen, like the COVID happened, or anything can happen uh, in those scenarios, or a medical emergency. So, in those scenarios, what happens is, uh, your income is not there, and you are unable to pay the EMIs on time. So if you don't pay the EMI on time for, let's say, 6 months, the bank will use your collateral to pay off the debt, right? So even if you like paid for 7 years, you were regularly paying EMIs, but you miss it for half an year, and your asset will be taken away from you. But this is not the case with the blockchain. You can keep it in collateral for as long as you want, and even if the asset price appreciates, you can take more loan on that. Just the interest rate will keep on building up, and if it reaches the 85% value mark, it will automatically sell off your asset, and send you the 15% remaining balance to pay off your debt. So, what are asset tokens? Asset tokens are digital representations of physical assets on a blockchain. So, what we can do in is, for example, let's take the property as an example. Again, you are needy, you want to sell it instantly, so you will not be getting the market price as well. You will be paying for the property dealer commissions as well. uh, so what happens is, when these physical assets are stored on blockchain, first of all, there will be no forging of the documents. Right now, another problem is, you can simply irritate someone, you can simply frustrate anyone, because our justice system is not that great. Uh, because you see the cases go on pending for like 10 years, 15 years, and especially in cases of property, where the forgery, people forge documents and claim it to be their assets. The goons do that most of the times. The land capturing, the land grabbing events done by the goons. So those things happen in real life, and this is a really big issue. And as a tokenization of assets solves all of that as well. So your papers are stored on the blockchain, and they are immutable, and no one will be able to forge it or add it on your blockchain. So obviously, it will be there will be no case on you. So you can, right now what happens is, you can simply forge a document and file a case, a lawsuit, and it will go on for years, and the other guy will not be able to use his property. So these things happen in real life, which is not fair for people, and these problems are solved by the tokenization of assets. So how does tokenization work? So first of all, we will identify the asset. Obviously, what is the asset? It could be furniture, it could be property, it could be gold or valuables, or anything with your emotional sentiment. Valuation and legal framework. So the asset is then appraised. Obviously, just like the banking system, the collateral is appraised for the value. There is a legal framework and valuation for your asset in the blockchain as well. And then after the asset evaluation is complete, the token creation happens. In the token creations, the tokens will represent the assets that are created on the blockchain. Each token can represent a portion of the asset's value, allowing for the fractional ownership. So, to make it more easy, let us take the property as an example again. Let's say the property has the value of 1 CR. So you are tokenizing your property on blockchain. So you will get 1 CR tokens for that property. Now, these 1 CR tokens, they do not have a cryptocurrency value, but what they hold is the ownership, just like stakes. So they provide ownership on your property. So if you want to partially sell it, so there is no system to like partially sell your property. Obviously, you will have to uh, deconstruct it, reconstruct it, and do a lot of things. And fractional ownership is very tough. You can only for fractional ownership you can only invest in stocks. So this will solve all of that. Also, the owner will have the ease to sell out a limited amount of tokens, such as the property was for 1 CR, but you needed only 20 lakh rupees. So you can only sell 20 lakh tokens, the fractional ownership, and you will get the 20 lakh rupees for those tokens, and you can then use that money and then buy the uh, fractional ownership back again, or then sell again in fractional ownership when you need it. Now, distribution. These tokens are then distributed to investors or buyers either through a sale, auction, or other means. So, what happens is there will be a sale that that not a sale, it will be called an auction, kind of an auction, because the bidding happens over there. So the marketplaces will list your property. This is not happening right now, so I cannot show you the live project, but we can do this. uh, we can make a project on this. So auction is there. You can provide your tokens for auction. Let's say 20 lakh tokens. Then there will be bidding will start. So some will buy at your listing price. Some might offer you a lesser amount. Let's say I don't want to pay 20 lakh rupees. I will only pay 18 lakh rupees. So you will get an option to accept that offer or wait for the for a buyer to buy on your listing price. Now, trading once distributed, these tokens can be traded on secondary markets, providing liquidity to assets that are often considered illiquid. So you can use it for liquidity as well. Now, benefits. Again, the benefits are fractional ownership. Second is liquidity. These tokens can be used for liquidity, as in you can use these tokens and stake them to earn rewards. For example, you can tokenize your property. You can then you can use those tokens, and you can use those tokens to add into the liquidity pool, and you can even get that property on rent. So you will be getting the rental income plus the liquidity for the rewards from the liquidity for the tokens you provided in the pool. Now, it also provides transparency and security. So, just like I told you, if the papers are stored in the blockchain, it provides you transparency that, yeah, the sale deed was done here. This is the timestamp. This is when the transaction happened. And everything is available on the blockchain explorer, just like I previously showed you on the coin market cap or any CoinGecko website. So these uh, these So these kinds of blockchain information are completely transparent. You can easily search for them. Like for example, this is a new coin. These are the markets where these coins are listed. So you can only buy it from these exchanges. Now, see, there is a price difference, right? I'll give you a small hack of making money today. This is called arbitrage. What is this called? Arbitrage, the difference in price. So, how can you make money? Download this BitGet. BitGet is also an exchange. Just go on there, swap USDT to DFI at this price, and then move on to the Uniswap and then sell it at this price. And you can do it in multiple times, multiple rotations, making more and more profits. So this is a small hack. Yeah, so where we so transparency and security, etherscan.io, blockchainexplorer.com, you can see the data sets, you can see the ABI, the bytecode, you can see the cryptography hashing algorithms they used. You can even read their complete smart contract and decide if it's good or not. And the best one is Certic. If it approves it, it is definitely good. But as a smart contract developer, you should be able to read the smart contracts and at least find out like what this project is doing. Now, with the liquidity and transparency and security, it also gives you global accessibility. Now, what we can do is we can invest in US properties as well by opening, just buying the tokens. So easy. You can just make the tokenized asset and provide it to the whole world, and people can buy a fraction of it, so that if it appreciates, everyone gains profit, efficiency, and lower costs. So it also provides efficiency uh, because you can simply immediately sell off tokens or list in an auction, and it will be, most of the times it will be less time consuming than selling the property in real. Now it comes with some set of challenges as well. Challenges and considerations are regulatory compliances. Tokenization must comply with a complex web of regulations that vary by jurisdiction, particularly concerning security laws and anti-money laundering regulations. So this is the biggest challenge. Without the government support, we cannot do these kinds of projects. We cannot go into the tokenization of assets because the government will have to approve that, okay, this blockchain will store your property papers, and everyone will have to comply this. So government can create their own blockchain uh, network where you can where you can where they can see whatever is happening, and it is transparent to them as well. So there is no money laundering involved. So they can track it as well. Now, market adoption. So we need a widespread adoption. Obviously, it is not widely adopted technology. It is certainly a new technology. Bitcoin was first introduced back in 2008, and since then the technology has been developing. but we have not reached a mass level of adoption on any scale, on any level. Like, even what do you think? Write in the chat box. What do you think? How many percentage of people in the world might have invested in cryptocurrencies? Write it in the chat box. What do you think is the figure? Okay, 60% no. Anyone else? Okay, so I'll just tell you what is the uh, adoption rate. No, neither 60%, neither 70%. Yes, this is correct. 5%. So only 5% of the people in the world have invested in cryptocurrencies. 5%. Only 5% are dealing in cryptocurrencies. So if the widespread adoption is there in cryptocurrencies, the price will be skyrocketing. Even if you manage to get it to 10%, the prices will surge like 2x, 3x, 5x. Now, technical challenges: managing the security and integrity of the blockchain platform, ensuring scalability and interoperability with each systems are crucial technical consideration. So, what is interoperability? Interoperability means because we know that the every blockchain has their own network. Got something. 20% in India. Yeah, it can be 20%. No, it cannot be 20% in India. It could be. The new figures could be. But uh, 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 1 year back, the information I got was the worldwide adoption was around at 5 to 7%. And even in games, like I'll show you, there are games like Decentraland, Decentraland, another game, Sandbox. Now, these are metaverse games. Okay, these are readily available. You can just dive into it and play them. But the question is, the main question is, what is the user base of this sandbox? So let's just Google search it to find the accurate. So what is it? We want to search for user base of sandbox and Mamadi's trial. Okay, so as of October 2022, Decentraland has 379 active users, whereas Sandbox has 616 active users. So look at the user base. This is so low. This is a negligible amount of like people playing in virtual reality and these games, because most of the people do not even know how to set up a wallet. Most of the people only relate blockchain technology to cryptocurrencies, which is obviously wrong. You can create applications on it, you can make chatting applications, you can create a complete social media platform. I can show you uh, complete social, complete Facebook blockchain. So I saw a GitHub code. There was a code on GitHub. This this is not it. This is not it as well. Okay, I'll find the link and I'll keep it ready for in the next session. But yeah, these decentralized, you can create a blockchain website easily. Libra Test Net Explorer. You can using a Libra browser, you can create a curated list of awesome blockchain resources. There are the community is very strong. The blockchain community is very strong. You can easily find good projects, and you can even post it in GitHub if you are facing any problems. You don't need a special mentor for that, because the GitHub community is pretty much self-helping. So you can post the codes, you can ask them what you want. If you are facing any errors, any issues, any code deployment issues, if you want to add more features, or you can take inspirations from already open source projects. So yeah, the main problem right now are the challenges that the government is not adopting the blockchain technology, and second thing is that virtual reality is not that cheap. Virtual reality headsets are a little on the expensive side. So I'll show you how much VR headsets cost. Um, Oculus Rift, yeah, Oculus Rift is no longer available. Okay, they changed it to Meta Quest. Yeah, Meta Quest or HTC Vive. I think Cosmos is the latest version. So yeah, they cost around like 64,000, 65,000, 1 lakh rupees with the complete set. So obviously it is not no, not everyone can buy this, and also you need a pretty heavy computer system to run virtual reality games. Okay, there is a chat. Okay. So yeah, so once the virtual reality gets cheap, like affordable, like the smartphones, probably the user base of these games will also increase, and the widespread adoption of VR and AR will be there. And metaverse actually stands in between VR and AR. So it is a combination of VR and AR. Yeah, so definitely the compliance part. Uh, uh, See, as a enthusiast, as a blockchain enthusiast, I want everyone to adopt blockchain technology. I love spreading awareness about blockchain technology because it is really a very beautiful technology. It is solving a lot of problems. We can already see it if we can start adopting it on a smaller scales. We don't even need a government. We can run the government on the smart contract itself. We can have a voting system on it. There was a, I'll show you, African country conducted elections on blockchain. So the electoral process was really not good in African countries. You have heard about the history about the African people. They were not treated very well. Even us Indians were not treated very well by the Britishers. But yeah, uh, they are right now. These countries have massive rigging, and this kind of rigging is probably true in India as well, and probably true in developed nations as well, such as USA. And you don't even know at what levels they manipulate your mind. They will show you control Facebook, they will show you relevant ads. AI will collect all the data and then filter out the things that you will like. You start liking some kind of content on the Facebook, and it starts showing you that same kind of content again and again. So they are actually changing your belief system, your information. The misinformation is being spread a lot by people. There have been a lot of fake accounts. Misinformation has been spreading. You see a lot of WhatsApp forwards as well with misinformation. So all these problems can be solved. So these African nations are actually a country in the African region used blockchain for elections. Which country was that? Yeah. The world's first supported election just happened in Sierra Leone. So this is the name of the place, Sierra Leone in Africa. So on March 17, elections in Sierra Leone marked a global landmark presidential election supported by blockchain as President Ernest Kai Kroma leaves office after serving 2 5-year terms. So yeah, there was results released by Sierra Leone's election commission suggest that a runoff between Bayo and Camara is likely, with neither candidate securing the required 55% of votes so far. So yeah, he was the new president, and they used the blockchain technology for the elections, and I hope our country will adopt it as well, because we don't want to be living in the fear of the probability of having the elections rigged. Obviously, we are taxpayers. Now, again, we can talk about, yeah, we can also talk about Argentina. So, when Argentina was in recession, Argentina actually used DeFi to take them out of recession. Is that it? No, this is not it. This is about stable coins. So yeah, they gave a early nod to Bitcoin. I read the news. I am unable to find the correct link right now. Crypto ownership in India. So yeah, they have started investing in a lot in DeFi, and I think our government should do the same because we are in so much in debt. So though the world debt should be reduced, and we should start investing in DeFi instead, and earn more. Profits, generate more profits. Even the Indian government can benefit from it, but at the same time, it will be very detrimental to them because they will not be able to, the political parties will not be able to manipulate you at such a level, at the level we are being manipulated right now. And this is not just about our country, it is about the whole world. You see the radicalism rising everywhere. Uh, Talk about Ukraine Russia war, talk about Afghanistan and Taliban, talk about the Shia Sunni divide and rule in Pakistan, and we all know what happens here. So, yeah. So this is whites and blacks in USA. So these things will never change. We need to bring the change ourselves. So yeah, we want our government to adopt these technologies. Even Russia invested is secretly investing a lot in cryptocurrencies, and they have a good amount of mining setup with them. Also, there is uh, Russia and there is China. I told you about the Neo coin. So China is very much into it. And for this, you need to first of all understand that why we should like this is a challenge. This challenge should be like removed. Why? Let me show you an example with an example. So what is the uh, GDP of India? Let us compare everything. P of India. Okay, so it is GDP of India in trillion. Okay, so economy of India is 3.732 trillion. We are not taking the debt, we are not taking that into account. So 3.72 is our GDP in trillion. And what is China? It is in 19 trillion. So what was our 3.7 trillion? What is their economy? 19 trillion. And let's talk about USA. They are the biggest, this is the biggest economy, GDP with the country. Country wise, it holds the most of the financial assets. So yeah, further they are divided into their population. Now let's see population of USA. Population of USA. So this was the population, 33.19 crores. It's probably, even if you increase it it could be right now 40 crores, let's say. So 40 crores divided by around 26 trillion. So that is your per capita income. And similarly, Chinese population divided by their uh, Chinese population divided by their GDP. So that will be per capita income. So as we have such enormous population, we should be gaining a lot of economic benefits because Indians are tech superpower. I believe Indians are tech superpower. You see, there are Indian CEOs everywhere, be it Microsoft, be it Google, be it huge companies, and Mahindra and Tata are doing a great job. So yeah, I'm all into that. Uh, I just want the sorry. I just want the blockchain technology to be adopted. That's it. And it will solve a lot of challenges. A lot of people will see the transparent medium. Even the taxation system could go into the uh, blockchain network. You will have to pay some like some people don't pay any amount of income tax, and some people pay a lot of income tax, and the this doesn't balance it out. So yeah, the big corporates save taxes by investing in tax saving policies, but the small scale people cannot do that. So that is a problem as well. So all these problems are solved when we are using blockchain. Now, real world applications are that real estate tokenization we can do, fractional ownership of properties, making real estate investment more accessible. We can offer it to the whole world, not India, not Delhi, not Telangana, not some particular city. We can offer it to the whole world. Arts and collectibles. So yeah, I told you that there will be no privacy. Sorry, privacy not no. There will be no piracy. So arts and collectibles. So videos. It can be videos. It can be images. It can be gifs. It can be a song. So you can upload your song on blockchain and like make 1,000 copies of it on blockchain, make it rare, and even artists right now can make money off of it. They just don't know about it. If you inform them that your songs can get fetch you good amount of money on NFTs, you can actually help artists make money. So I have worked on a project where I helped artists creating money by creating their NFT collections. Now, commodities. Tokenizing gold, oil, or agriculture products for easier and more divisible trading. So, you can even tokenize gold, oil, agricultural products. So, you can, just like bonds, you can buy some tokens and you can swap it for the products. Equity and debt instruments. Obviously, they are good equity and debt instruments, issuing tokenized stocks or bonds for companies, potentially streamlining capital raising process. So tokenized stocks are the same as bonds. In summary, tokenization of assets on blockchain platforms can revolutionize how we invest in and trade a wide variety of assets. I just hope everyone is able to comprehend what I am saying. and this is not a lot of info at a single time. If it is, I'm sorry, you can rewatch the video, the recording itself, if you miss some topics, and you can also write down your doubts and your problems on a piece of paper and then share with me on a chat, and we will have a question and answer round. Now let us just talk about attacks and hacks. We'll be talking about general attacks and hacks, what happens in blockchain, what kinds of attacks are there. We won't be diving it into much deeper, but you should know how these attacks work, how these malicious actors can attack your blockchain network. So there was this 51% attack, which I told you in a proof of work consensus. If you gain access to 51% of the nodes physically, you can hack the blockchain or make a major dent on the blockchain. Simplified, imagine if one player in a game gains more than half the control, they can then manipulate the rules of the game for their benefit, like reversing a transaction or double spending coins. Now, what is double spending? What double spending involves sending the same digital currency to different recipients at the same time, exploiting vulnerabilities in the system. So what we will do is we will double spend the cryptocurrency. We will at the same time what we will try to process two separate transactions using the same amount of tokens. Simplified, it's like spending the same dollar bill in two places. Now, Sybil attack, what is an attacker creates many fake identities. So he will create many fake accounts, many fake identities to gain a disproportionate large influence on a network. For example, you can create a Facebook page and you can create 500 fake accounts and then like that page and show fake support on it. So you can manipulate the social media or you can manipulate the banking system as well. So that this is what a Sybil attack is, using fake identities to influence the network. So what it will mean? It will mean like you are for example, for a token that rewards you for holding it, you can actually use too many wallets, and have too many cryptocurrencies in all of that same cryptocurrency. And when that same cryptocurrency is there, you will automatically have more voting rights on the network. So this is what the Sybil attack is. It's as if a single person pretends to be many different voters in an election to sway the outcome. This is what I meant. Phishing attacks, you must be aware of it. This is a common term. Phishing attacks are done on the emails as well. What are the phishing attacks? Scammers will trick you into, like, they will add a fake wallet app, or they will make you install a fake wallet app, or you can click on a link which is just an image link, but it will send all your cookies and your information to the hacker. So you can, in the case of wallets, your private key, your private phrase, the scammer will use a fake app so that you enter your private key to recover your account, and he will steal all your cryptocurrencies. So simplified, like a con artist tricking someone into revealing their bank account. Routing attacks. Attackers intercept internet traffic between blockchain node and the rest of the network, potentially disrupting or altering communication. So what is routing attacks? They will stop the communication between the nodes. So these kinds of routing attacks happen as well. Imagine intercepting and tampering with the mail in a postal system. So it is like tampering with the network. You are cutting the network. Once you cut the network, the nodes will not verify at the time. The nodes verification will shift to the working nodes, and the network will clog up, and people will also have to pay more gas fees. So everything wrong happens starts with a basic attack. So smart contract vulnerabilities. So smart contracts, when poorly written or audited, can contain vulnerabilities that hackers exploit to steal funds or disrupt services. Simplified, if a vending machine has a flaw in its design, someone might figure out how to get products without paying. So yeah, these kinds of things happen. So that is why we have a test network to fully ensure that our transactions are not having double spending attacks, transaction relay attacks, or hackers are able to exploit any kind of bug that is allowing them to use cryptocurrency for free. Then this Eclipse attack, the attacker isolates and surrounds a target node with malicious nodes and controlling all of the victim's network's information and transactions. So what he will do is he will target one node and he will connect that node with multiple malicious nodes, and he will find out the data and the transaction information and the all the timestamps, all the information of that particular block, that particular node. You that will be vulnerable. Simplified, it is like someone being surrounded by spies who control all the information they see and send. Now, selfish mining, what is miners hide new blocks they find instead of broadcasting them into the. So, miners, what they will do is they will not broadcast it into the network, and they gain an unfair advantage in earning block rewards. How do they not broadcast it to the network? By not connecting it with the pool. Simplified, it's as if a gold miner finds gold but keeps it a secret to mine more while others are unaware. So he will sometimes what happens is in mining rewards, you need to find a whole block. And if someone can find a whole block, he will be paid a complete Bitcoin. So sometimes this kind of things happens. So sometimes you will be able to these miners are able to somehow find a complete block, and they are paid in a huge amount of cryptocurrency, that is a complete Bitcoin, and that helps them mine more Bitcoins. Now, replay attacks. What is it? When a transaction validly broadcasted on one blockchain but maliciously or fraudulently repeated on another blockchain. So, this is again a kind of double spending attack, but this is happening in two different blockchains instead of a single blockchain. So, simplified, like replaying a recorded conversation on another call to pretend it's happening live. Now, Last one is DeFi hacks, decentralized finance hacks. What is it? Exploiting vulnerabilities in DeFi platforms, often related to smart contract bugs, to drain funds from pools, manipulate market prices, or steal user assets. So, this is what happened with Luna. You might have heard about Luna. Luna collapse. So, Luna was actually tied with a stable coin. They had a stable coin which provided liquidity to their token, but someone actually managed to find a bug in it, and they drained out all of the funds. So, like cracking a digital safe using a combination of technical know-how and weaknesses in the safe's design. So, if you are a smart contract developer, you can also find some weaknesses in other projects, and there are also bug bounty hunt programs in which you can participate. Bug bounty hunts, hackathons, where you can do penetration testing, different kind of testing, and if you find a bug, you will be rewarded a good amount of money. These attacks highlight the importance of robust security measures, continuously network monitoring, and the need for ongoing improvements in blockchain technology to mitigate vulnerabilities. So yeah, this was it. These were all the topics for today. What are the summarized list of key points? So every blockchain has a consensus protocol. These protocols are methods to achieve agreements across a blockchain network. They ensure network integrity, security, and decentralization. Second is Ethereum improvement proposals. These proposals help evolve Ethereum and help remove any problems or any existing issues. And there was different EIPs. These are notable EIPs. So to keep track of them, because these are the major upgrades, ETH 2.0 included. Then tokenization of assets. We can convert real world assets into digital tokens on blockchain, allowing fractional ownership. Common blockchain attacks and hacks. This includes 51% attacks, double spending, phishing, smart contract vulnerabilities. These attacks exploit weaknesses in blockchain networks or human error, emphasizing the need for robust security and constant vigilance. Remember, the blockchain technology is complex and continuously evolving. While it offers significant advantage in terms of security and transparency, it also faces challenges and risks that need to be carefully managed. Understanding these fundamental aspects is crucial for anyone interested in blockchain space, whether as a developer, investor, or user. So, yeah, this is helpful for people who are into banking. This is helpful for people who are investors, who are into entrepreneurship. This is not solely focused for developers, for computer science students. Obviously, computer science students can adapt to it more easily. Uh, you can easily understand the solidity code, which we will be talking about in our next session. So, do you have any questions? Anyone has any questions from previous lectures or today's lecture? Please do let me know if you have any questions. So, no questions. I hope I was pretty clear and you understood the topics well, and you understand the importance of the future impact of blockchain technology. So with that, I'll be signing off for today. Let's meet again tomorrow and explore new topics on blockchain.
Thank you, Adar. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Yeah. Guys, hope you enjoy the session. Is there any queries for me? Let me know in the chat box. And
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
sure.
also waiting. I'm also waiting if there are any questions. You can share in the chat box.
Naina is asking, will you share the PPT for the session? Yes, Naina. We will upload in the LMS. Please, you can take from there. Okay. And Vijay Lakshmi is asking, hello mom. Yesterday I attended full session but could not fill form due to network issues. Please consider my attendance. Today also I'm attending. Sorry ma'am, yesterday attendance we can't able to share as per our company policy. So today you can mark your attendance. So for the certificate, 60% attendance is mandatory. And Nayana, ma'am, are you registered for the course? Or else I will share the registration link. By the registration link, you will get. Okay. Can you please share your email ID in the chat box? Yeah, I will give access for the LMS. And is there any queries? Please drop an email to edl@exolo.com. My team will take it up that questions and they will answer. Okay. Okay. I can't take all the emails now. So please drop an email to edl@exolo.com. Okay, my team will rectify your queries. I sent that email in the chat box. Please take from there. Okay, I hope there is no more questions. So we'll wind up the session for the day, and tomorrow we'll meet on same time. Okay. Up to then, take care. Bye bye.